Steven, such a pleasure to speak with you. I really enjoyed House of David. And you've got a great one today, but in the film, in the TV show, the beard that you have going on was quite the scene stiller, if I may say. How was it working with that extremely long beard? It looks like it hadn't been cleaned in a while. Like how was acting with that on?
Well, that's an interesting question. Of course, Samuel was a Nazirite, and there are we and one of the marks of the Nazirite was they never clipped any of their hair, any of their body hair at all. So, which isn't to say they didn't groom it. I mean, they can groom it, and Samuel actually is pretty well groomed. Actually, the beard was quite clean most of the time. He does get in the dust and the dirt occasionally, but the hair and the beard, it's all integral to the character. You know what I mean? I don't truly become Samuel until I am in full, hair and beard, and then I feel very much the Nazirite. There are only three Nazirites, I think, that are mentioned in both testaments. Of course, Samson is known for his long hair, and he was a Nazirite. Samuel's a Nazirite. And the other Nazirite of note is John the Baptist was a Nazirite as well. But of course, he's 1,000 years down the line.
Yeah, and you're playing such a key role, in the series, and Samuel plays such a key role in the Bible. How is it finding your voice for him? Because he is pretty much saying the word of God, and it has to be powerful. So how do you kind of like channel that as an actor?
How do you channel it? I don't know. It's a great question. I've asked myself. Look, in the end, it's a fairly mysterious process. You do what you need to do, which is to say, you absorb the source material, in this case, the good book, to the extent that you can. Maybe you look at lots of commentaries, you talk to people, you experiment, you try to work it out with you work with the dialect people, you kind of want to understand the world that the producers want to create here. So what I'm saying is that it's a combination of some fairly concrete and mechanical factors such as how you look, how you sound, what you wear, and then other more esoteric kind of things like what is your relationship with the Lord? Do I literally hear the words of God spoken to me? Do I speak literally to him or do I speak without speaking? Those are decisions that one makes as an actor, and you use your powers of imagination and observation to make those decisions in concert with your director, because it's the world that they are creating. You're part of that.
And one of the most impressive traits I feel you possess as an actor is just your intensity. And you get to have these great, very tense confrontations with King Saul, especially in the opening episode. How is it working with Ali Suliman as a scene partner? Because he can give and take it too. So like you can feel the electricity on the screen when you two are going back and forth.
I don't think they could have cast that role any more powerfully than they did with Ali. To me, I told him Ali is every inch a king, as far as I'm concerned, and to be Saul is a very a difficult job because Saul was a gnarly guy. You know what I mean? There's so much that is admirable about Saul, and there's so much goodness in Saul, and yet there's the flaw. And unfortunately, it's an unforgivable flaw. It cannot be, Samuel cannot erase that. Samuel cannot look past that. It's not Samuel's place to look past that. So acting with Ali was is always an it's a pleasure and a challenge because you're acting, he's beautiful. He's big, he's regal. He's he can be loud, he can be soft, he can be nuanced, he can be blatant. He's a good package.